Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Septiani. People usually call me Nur or Nui. I major in nursing at University Aisyah Bandung. I'm here today to present the tips and tricks for the structure section in TOEFL test from skill 7 to skill 10. This talk is divided into four main parts. Firstly, I will be talking about non-clause connector. Secondly, non-clause connector or subject. Thirdly, adjective clause connector, and the last, adjective clause connector or subject. My presentation lasts about 20 minutes. As you can see here, there are several strategies for the structure question in TOEFL test. The first step that must be done, namely, first, study the sentence. So, you must study the sentence or read the whole sentence carefully. Why? Because your purpose is to determine what is needed to complete the sentence correctly. After you read the sentence, what is missing? Then the second step is then study each answer based on how well it completes the sentence. So, you read the question first, then match the answer into the sentence. Then eliminate answers that do not complete the sentence correctly. The third step is do not try to eliminate incorrect answer by looking at the answer. The incorrect answers are generally correct by themselves. The incorrect answers are generally incorrect only when used to complete the sentence. So, you have to read it first, then match the answer into whether it is correct or incorrect. And then the fourth step is never leave any answer blank. Be sure to answer each question even if you are unsure of the correct response. So, you never leave any answer blank, and when you are confused about choosing an answer, you can choose the answer by guessing or chop, but not too often. Lastly, the fifth step is do not spend too much time on the structure question. Be sure to leave adequate time for the written expression question. So, you don't spend too much time on the structure question because you still have written question. As you know, the work structure question and written question are 25 minutes for 40 questions. So far, we have looked at strategies for the structure question in TOEFL test. Now, I did like to explain skill structure from skill 7 to skill 10. This slide shows about skill 7 noun clause connector. Skill 7 is a noun clause connector, which is the same type of connector, and you must memorize with types of connector are coordinate connector, adverb clause connector, and noun clause connector. So, noun clause connector are like what, when, where, why, how, whether, if, and that. For example, Sally as a subject, explain as a verb, and why as a connector. After connector, there must be a subject and a verb. Why? because two sentences cannot be joined without a connector. That brings me to my next point, which is exercise of skill 7. Let me give you an example, skill 7. The first, let's read the question. No single factor explain why blah 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 varies so greatly among individuals. Because in the question there is already a clue, there is the word why as a connector. So you need a subject. Why? Because the word vary as a verb, then the must verbs match the answer that are close to the answer, namely answer B and D. Why is A wrong? Because there is the word effect here as a verb. Then double the verb. Why is C wrong? Because there is a has that indicate a verb. Then the verb is double. So focus on B and D. No vary without S, which means the verb without S, and the subject must be more than one. So the answer is B. Why is D wrong? Because it is singular. So far, we have looked at skill 7 non-close connector. Now, I did like to explain skill 8 non-close connector or subject. This slide shows about skill 8 non-close connector or subject. The non-close connector or subject has two functions, namely it can be a connector and a subject, as who, what, and which. For example, all as subject, told as verb, me as object, and what goes into the connector and subject here. So, we don't need the subject to go directly to the verb. Why? Because this connector contains the connector itself and subject. That brings me to my next point, which is exercise of skill 8. Let me give you an example skill 8. The first, let's read the question. The company was prepared for blah 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 happened with the economy. Because in question it is clear that there are two verbs and need a connector that will act for the connector itself and the subject. The answer is C. So far we have looked at skill 8 non-close connector or subject. Now I did like to explain skill 9 adjective close connector. This slide shows about skill 9 adjective close connector. Adjective close connector are located in the middle and connect two sentences into one, as whom for people, which for things, and that for people or for things. For example, A subject, like the dress as verb, that is connector, you as a subject, and are wearing as verb. To bring me to my next point, which is exercise of skill 9. Let me give you an example skill 9. The first, let's read the question. The job blah 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 start yesterday was rather difficult. Because in the question there are two verbs, namely start and was rather difficult. So we need a connector and subject. The answer is D. So far, we have looked at skill 9 adjective clause connector. Now, I did like to explain skill 10 adjective clause connector or subject. This slide shows about skill 10 adjective clause connector or subject. Adjective clause connector or subject is the same as non-clause connector or subject. Namely, the connector function for the connector itself and the subject, like who is for people, and goes straight to verb unlike whom. Why? Because who here is for which connector itself and the subject, then which is for things, and that for people or for things. For example, I as subject, robe as verb, the dress as object, that as connector or subject, was as to be, and on sale as adjective. That brings me to my next point, which is exercise of skill 10. Let me give you an example skill 10. The first, let's read the question. Blah 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 just drop off a package for you. Is my sister. We analyze the problem first. It turns out that we need a subject and a connector. The answer is B. So far, I have present the tips and tricks for the structure section in TOEFL test for skill 7 to skill 10. Let me end by saying Hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thanks you for listening to my presentation and thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope what I have shared would be beneficial for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.